Yeah, let's rock it.
That's right. That's right. Great Friday morning. Coming to you live from Southeast Staking. I'm Dwight Witherow coming from Chattanooga, Tennessee. And we have Willie Fells coming to you from Palatka, Florida. What an exciting night we've had with the crypto market and the Bitcoin breaking another barrier of 41,000 and something dollars there. So we're excited about it, making great moves and great waves in the market. So Willie, go ahead and kick us off. Tell us about this historic night. Another day. We broke history 2 times in one day. Or should we say one time. It was early morning hours when we went up above 41,000. So maybe we can do that today. What do you think?
Man, this is I don't even know how you categorize it because there's nothing to compare it to. Much like this pandemic that we're going through, we've never seen these situations. We've never seen these highs. We've never seen these types of numbers. And I've been around this space since 2015. And, seeing the build up to 2016, 2017 was my first halving to be a part of 2016 and then seeing it run up in 2017. But I mean, there's still people that's trying to predict using their analysis, technical analysis, on-chain analysis. I don't care what analysis you use, man. If they're telling you right now that they know what the top is for 100% to this and that, nobody really knows. Nobody really knows because and they're only guessing that chance. And sometimes I feel I'm guessing. And I'm just giving my educated guess. I'm giving an educated guess because it is just crazy, man. Again, like you said, 41K, another all-time high. It's just blowing out.
It's blowing out. I mean, last night we done a call at 7:30 Eastern, and we kept it about a little bit under it, right at an hour. And the market cap was, I want to say, was 1,070 billion.
Yes.
And that market cap this morning has went up by $35 billion already. So, like I said, man, exciting times, great times. So first, I want to kick off saying, to give them a disclaimer, we are not financial advisors. Anything that we discuss is truly speculation. We are not crypto or Bitcoin experts. We don't want to be. We simply read the articles and give our opinion. Number 2, education is the key. Educate yourself on the crypto space and learn as much as you can. Education is the key to this space. Hey, number 3, get a return on your investment as quickly as possible. And then 4, never invest or put more into the market than you can afford to lose. So we live by that. So thank you for joining us, and get ready for a fun morning and of some articles and going over everything we got.
Awesome. All right. Looking at the market cap, as you said, we went up by 35. $1 trillion, $109 billion. Man, I struggle I don't even know if I'm saying that right, but that's what it is, man. We just some country boys talking about crypto. Bitcoin dominance sitting at 69%. It was going down to 67. And so it's still kind of getting up there. It's getting back up there. Now, we're seeing Bitcoin show out. I mean, it's showing up and show out. And that's fine. And that's great. And we got the Bitcoin maximalists. They loving this. And that's what you really want, because when it ultimately comes down to it, Bitcoin is like Coke for us, for this space. Bitcoin is, the pivotal, the leader, the one that shows up on TV. You know what I mean? Does that make sense?
Oh yeah, absolutely. That's the big dog. It's the big dog of it. It's the granddaddy. So the original. So obviously, what Bitcoin do is going to pull the market along with it.
Yeah. And so you want to see Bitcoin at this dominance. Now, what this also signifies, for the people that are, Bitcoin experts and these people that's been around the crypto space, is that we're not yet in a altcoin bull run. We're not in a full bull run yet. And whew, this is amazing to watch. It's fun, a little nerve wracking too, man. I'll be honest. I mean, you're looking at it, you're like, okay, you're like everybody else. There's going to be a big correction. We keep saying that. Usually, when people saying there's going to be a big correction, there's not. But when people saying it's still going to go, that's when the correction happens. And last night we saw a small correction. And when I tell you, I said there was a sale last night. I told people, I said, buy the dip, and it went back up fast. I mean, that dip lasted maybe an hour or so. And when you saw Bitcoin, and I'm saying dip, and it dropped to 37 something or 38. That's crazy. That's the dip now. All right. So Bitcoin sitting at $41,439 this morning, 8.2% in the last 24 hours. Still climbing to all-time highs. Ethereum sitting at $1,254, up 1.8% this morning. Litecoin showing out $173 this morning. Oh, I went past it. Litecoin $173, up 2.3%. Cardano at 31 cents. I told people make sure they buy the dip last night. Cardano dropped to 27 cents last night.
Oh, man, I wish I would have got to 27, man. I was actually anxious. I seen where it been all week, so I didn't wait long enough. Obviously, I think I bought the dip at 29. So, hey, that's coins. That's coins, man. You could have extra coins.
Hey, you're still in profit this morning.
Yeah.
Up 70% in the last 7 days. So let's see what's the best performing. Well, get that out of the way. Let's go. This thing keep popping. Let's see what the okay, let's see if I can get this to move. All right. Okay, let me see. What's the best performing in the last 24 hours? Solana up 53%. Look at that in the last 24 hours. Hedera, Quaint, Engine Coin. You're a big fan of Engine Coin. Decreed, Avalanche. We're both big fans of Engine Coin. Man, look at Yearn Finance. Back at 35,000. This thing was just at $20,000 a week ago.
Yes.
A week ago. But these guys have limited coins, guys. If you can get one of these, good luck to you, because it's only a certain amount, and those people they are not selling them. It is hard to get a hold of that coin. That's one of those coins that's only a limited amount. They're creating basically, limited editions, basically. All right, let's see what the worst performing. The Graph down 14%, Lupins down 13, 12, Stellar down 12, Zilliqa, VeChain down 10%. That's one of our favorites too, VeChain. We know the long run VeChain is going to be a good one, but it's up 50% in the last 7 days. I like VeChain. I know that's a big one for you.
Oh yeah, it's a big one, man. We got on that one when it was early last year. I think it's actually when the pandemic first started, around about March. We read an article on that and seeing what the real life value that was going to hold with everything in the industry, as far as food and supplies. And I think, matter of fact, that coin right there had already signed a deal with Walmart and some other big chain stores in the nation to basically track their food and grocery and items all the way through the process. And so that's going to be good. That's going to be a good item. Good coin.
Yeah, and VeChain, guys, it's supply chain token, but VeChain, is in the news too. You guys look it up, man. It's in the news right now. They're doing some big things at VeChain, so we're definitely invested in this. And
then also VeThor. If you're holding VeChain coins every day, you're gaining VeThor free. I mean, it's literally dropping those coins in your wallet. You're doing nothing. So, it's almost a 2-for-1, because obviously we know this coin has real life value, but what happens if the VeThor takes off? Because, for a while we was looking like, where does VeThor come from? And then we got to realizing that it was actually coming from the VeChain after we read up on it. So,
that's where that VeThor was coming from.
That's where the VeThor is coming from, man. Because I had VeChain in 2 different wallets, and I had VeThor in 2 different wallets, and I couldn't figure out one of the VeChain wallets. One of the wallets had a little bit less VeChain than the other. It had less VeThor.
So tell me this: where is there certain wallets that you got to have the VeChain in to get the VeThor?
Man, that I don't think, man. I got VeThor coming in the Exodus wallet. There's VeThor in Binance wallet. I know those two wallets both had VeChain in them, and both of those had VeThor coming to those. And it's weird, like I said, it was just moving up and down other night. Not down, it was actually moving up other night. So that was something we thought that we had got a hold of at the online crypto summit this year. We thought that was one of, we went through that. We got some free coins from Theta and some other things. So we thought that was one of them when we registered, we might have got, but come to find out, it's actually coming from the VeChain coin.
Man, I just looked in it. I got 32 VeThor. I gave it over. Yeah, I got some VeThor in here too. I didn't even realize it in it.
Yeah, that's where it's coming from, man.
All right. Interesting. I may have to find out how that plays in there and dig a little deeper to find out how those two work together, and the action behind it. All right. Ethereum is making a lot of noise. Now look at its market cap. This is what I talk about too today. Look at its market cap by Bitcoin. $766 billion market cap. Passing major corporations. Berkshire Hathaway blew up the water. Apple and others that it has blew past its market cap. Now, when I think the next pivotal moment for Bitcoin is when it hits $1 trillion market cap. Bitcoin itself. Yes, Bitcoin itself. And you know what that number is for it to hit $1 trillion market cap for the price of Bitcoin?
What do you think? Where's it going to be at?
54,000. $54,000 Bitcoin equals $1 trillion market cap.
Well, right about now, man, we're $2,800 away. We look at it that way. Actually, no, we're $1,800 away from your prediction. So we might come out with the 43,000. That's what we're thinking. This week you said we might get to your first one. We already broke it. We're sitting above it now.
Yes.
So what are you thinking? You thinking we're gonna get to 43 this weekend for Sunday? Sundays.
Oh, let me think about that before I throw another prediction out there. You can't just keep throwing. I just can't keep throwing predictions out there. Then my numbers go. You messing with my numbers now. My numbers go down.
Hey man, I'm just asking. You calling it? So
I don't know, but I have to think about that, and maybe I'll throw it down at the end. But a $766 billion market cap, $1 trillion market cap for. I don't know that people grasp how big that market cap is. I want someone to Google. The guys that's listening out there, Google the top 10 major corporations in America or around the world, and compare that market cap. And then you'll be able to grasp the significance of Bitcoin's market cap and the significance of the fact that it can hit $1 trillion. When it hits $1 trillion market cap, what's next? If, in fact, we believe that Bitcoin is the store of value, if we believe it's a store of asset, or if we feel like this is the answer to the money printing that's going on right now, the amount of dollars that's being printed, the amount of, and it's not just in America, it's around the world. Every country is printing like crazy right now. It's not just America. I know we feel that way. China's printing, Russia's printing, everybody's printing cash. The printers are on around the world because everybody's in a pandemic. Italy's shut down right now. Parts of the UK is shut down right now. We're not the only ones printing. So a $1 trillion market cap, $54,000, and you think that the print is going to stop? That's what's driving it. Because the major, the money people and the major institutions that have lots of cash, they understand that it's not going to be worth anything. How do you hedge that? So 54,000 is nothing. $1 trillion market cap is nothing then. Then you begin to see the bigger picture, especially when you compare it to the fact that gold is a $10 trillion market cap. And and millennials and young people under 40, under 50, under 40 are not buying gold. I don't own any gold. Now, I don't have anything I don't have anything against gold, but I'm looking at a $41,000 target price here. Gold's still at what, 1,900 this morning? I don't know, $2,000. Okay, I thought after Bitcoin hits 100,000, I go buy me 2 pieces of gold. I don't know. I want my money where the action's at. That's just me. But I don't have anything against gold. Do you own gold, Dwight? I don't own gold.
No,
I got gold jewelry.
I got the digital gold. I got the digital gold with the B, baby.
There you go. And especially for millennials and stuff, if you're going out and buy, the clunky gold and you got to store this, they're not going out doing that, man. They on their phones, they on their PlayStations, they still do. No, it's much easier to go get the one that's performing the best, the best performing asset in the last 10 years. Right? I mean, that's just me. All right, let's jump into our first article. Square's crypto business could generate $1 billion in profit if Bitcoin soars to 100,000, Wall Street analyst says. Jack Dorsey, you the man. And see, Jack Dorsey, you the man. Good Lordy me. Good Lordy me. All right, let's go. The record surge in the price of Bitcoin is a boom for Square's revenue and gross profits as it leads to increased user management among its Cash App users that buy and sell cryptocurrency. Ms. Uhu, I'm gonna say M. I'm just gonna say M. Security said in a note on Thursday, if Bitcoin manages to jump to 100,000 level by the end of 2021, Square's gross profit tied to the Cash App crypto unit could drive a 9-time increase in Bitcoin to slightly over 1 billion, the note said. Square generated an estimated 110 million in gross profits tied to its Bitcoin business last year, according to M. Now, let's look at this. I just said $1 trillion market cap's nothing. Then that sets at 54,000. They made 110 million. Okay, say they don't even hit 100,000, 50%. You're saying in a few weeks, they're going to profit $500 million.
Absolutely. I mean, he's smart. Man. When he dove all in, and he's seen the vision. Very forward thinker, and just went out there and said, hey, this is what we're going to do. We're going to support Bitcoin. We're going to make it accessible, and it is very easily accessible through Cash App. And one of the things I do like about Jack Dorsey, as far as the Cash App side, we're not going to get on the Twitter side, as far as the Cash App side is, he's actually tried to make it easier as far as Cash App and Square. A lot of people don't know, maybe you don't know, those are the same company. Cash App and Square are the same. But yes, his vision for Square was to be able to help small business owners be able to accept Visa, debit, and bank without the big boy penalties. Walmart can go negotiate with Visa, whoever. Matter of fact, Walmart have their own money centers now, so they can run their stuff through their own money center. But before all that, if you had whatever your local grocery store is, most of the time they're sitting there, they're able to negotiate with Visa, whoever, and say, hey, I don't want to pay you 3% because we have so many transactions coming through in a day and a week. We're going to say we're going to give you 1% for credit card usage. Well, the small guy like me, you, and anybody else, a mom and pop business, you don't have that luxury because it's only one of you or two of you or three of you or maybe 10 of your stores. It doesn't matter. At that point in time, they're saying, hey, you're going to pay our 4% fee, all this, and that. Well, that's where Square came in to offer the little man a better program, better fees, and fair for everyone. So that is one of the things I do like about Square Cash App and what Jack Dorsey is doing for that side of the market. But he is a forward thinker. He believes in it. He see what values in Bitcoin. That is the reason he's saying, hey, he's changing with times so he did not get left behind. And he's not. Obviously, you can see he's not getting left behind. He's actually skyrocketing right now.
And I remember last year early January, we were talking about Cash App, and Cash App had reported $300 million in profits last year, fourth quarter of 2019 just on Cash App. And if we recall, going back to last year when the stimulus checks went out last year, if you deposited your stimulus check in the Cash App, they gave you $50 in Bitcoin.
Yes.
And if you follow them on Cash App on Twitter, they're always giving away Satoshis. That's how they measure it, Satoshis. They're always giving away Bitcoin. They had Megan Thee Stallion. They had a Bitcoin Meg for a certain amount of I think it was for 24 hours. They gave away $1 million in Bitcoin. They was giving away $11 a piece to people, basically. And people thought it was fake, but it was real. People really got it. And they done it several times. They keep doing it. Think about what you must be making in profit for Cash App. They're giving away millions of dollars. They're just giving away Bitcoin. Wow. He like, donation. I got to get my taxes down.
That's huge right there.
I'm giving away Bitcoin. And so
was that the regular Cash App on Twitter? Yeah.
Cash App on Twitter. They have their own page. And if you follow that page, they routinely are giving away Bitcoin, or as they call it, giving away Satoshis. So if you're not on Cash App on Twitter, follow them on Twitter. You'll catch it. They do different promotions, man, with different celebrities, different people. And that was huge on Megan Thee Stallion was trending. Bitcoin Meg was #1 trending that night. So it was big. It was big. All right. But if you think about this, even if it don't hit 100,000, it hit 50,000. That 110 million goes to 500 million. Oh my God. Bitcoin traded above 39,000 for the first time ever on Thursday. And the crypto market as a whole is now worth more than $1 trillion. But if the price of Bitcoin starts to trend lower, Square is still to benefit from an amazing increase in profits tied to the trading of Bitcoin with Cash App. M said, pointing to the past instances as precedent. From the third quarter of 2019, and this is what I was talking about, to the first quarter of 2020, the average price of Bitcoin fell from 10,000 to 8,003. But overall gross profits for Square's crypto unit tripled from 2.1 million to 6.7 million, M said. Now, how does that happen with the price of Bitcoin dropping? It's called the fees. It's called the little things of people going in and out or trading or transferring. And so the fees that you collect, and that's not something that's bad, because Cash App have probably one of the lowest fees out there, because you still got some fees, but you got lower fees than your traditional spaces with Cash App and others. Even if Bitcoin, and when you're buying Bitcoin and Cash App, you're actually buying Bitcoin, as opposed to our viewers know that, as opposed to PayPal. When you buy Bitcoin in PayPal, you're not actually buying Bitcoin, and that's for another whole scenario. But in Cash App, you're actually buying Bitcoin. Why? Because you can actually move the Bitcoin to a whole nother wallet or a whole nother place. Now, and I suggest that you move your Bitcoin. Don't leave Bitcoin in Cash App, in my opinion, especially if it's a lot. It's just my opinion. Cash App has been hacked before. And so you don't want to get in a situation where you get your thing gets taken away.
I mean, that's the same thing. Like we said, education is the key. It's what we said earlier. Matter of fact, it's best to, while you're trading, you have it out with you during the day, but cold storage wallet. And let's just say you want to trade a quarter of it, half or whatever. Then if you're going to trade that, set that up to run that night, leave that much out, put the rest back on your cold storage wallet. It only takes a second to put that on a Square, not a Square, on a Nano or something like that.
Like a Nano X Treasure.
Nano X Treasure.
Yeah.
Yes.
Now, because if somebody takes your phone, right, there's no code usually typically associated with getting inside of your Cash App. Most people don't realize that, right? You press the Cash App button, what does it do? It opens up. You don't have to put in a code for most phones with the Cash App. Now, most people have a code to get in their phone, so that's a whole nother story as well. But protect yourself. Even if Bitcoin trades slightly down and ends 2021 at 35,000, M estimates Square could see its Bitcoin gross profits quadruple to $400 million. And that's what I was just talking about. Mizu reiterated its buy rating on Square and $300 price target, representing potential upside of 32% from Wednesday's close. And that's just amazing. And hats off to the Cash App, one of the services that was doing it first, and providing Bitcoin to everyone at a very good rate. And actual Bitcoin, I mean, they deserved it. They were ahead of it. They were ahead of the game. They're still ahead of it. The Square's pioneering. Jack Dorsey's doing great things. He sees it. He's a forward thinker, as Dwight said, and they're going to benefit the rewards. You want to be first, and that's the thing about it. Some in the banking, though, some of them, they don't want to be first, but they definitely don't want to be last. And you got a platform like Cash App, though, you want to be first, and they were first there. And man, this is awesome to see. All right, let's move to the second one. Ethereum, man. I know, Dwight, I know you got that big bucket of Ethereum over there, that big bag. You got that big bag of Ethereum over there. I ain't gonna throw you out there. You ain't got, don't tell people on that, don't tell people live now what you got in your bag of Ethereum. But I know you been rocking Ethereum for a minute, so that big bag over there, I mean, 20%, 15% from its all-time high. What you think?
Man, I just tell you, man, I wish that I had a garbage bag full of Ethereum. Last year when we was looking at it, and it was low, I think it was low as $90. And we looked at it then, and we was talking about it then. Just now you sit back and you look and say, man, what if? There's a lot of what ifs. What if you'd have threw down X amount of dollars more then, where you would be at today for the return? I mean, so it's not far off from its all-time high, and I think it will surpass its all-time high.
So if you were to put $1,000 in Ethereum in March of last year,
you would have 11 Ethereums.
You would have 11 Ethereums sitting at $1,248. So you'd have made $13,000.
Yeah, that's valued at $13,728 right now. So your $1,000 basically got you $12,728.
Well, you see how I did that country boy math that fast? I ain't usually that fast, man. Crypto got my numbers working. Crypto get my numbers working. But you'd have profited. You'd have already profited $12,000 just on that $1,000. $1,000.
Shit, you'd profit $12,728. You're almost at the 13,000 mark, man. I mean, you just look at
where else can you do that? I don't really know.
Well, if you're president,
I'm talking about legal though. I'm talking about legal, country boy. I'm talking about legal now.
Well, you legally you can if you're the president of the damn bank. I mean,
I'm talking about the average person.
Oh, I'm sorry.
Yeah. So now let's dive in here for our new people in the crypto space. Think about this. There are people that did that, and even more. And I'm not gonna, we're not gonna release what we have in Ethereum, but there are people that did that. And so you got to think about the gains that they're making right now. And BitBoy comes out with his new prediction last night. And if you haven't followed BitBoy on YouTube, follow BitBoy. I like his content. He puts out a lot of videos every single day. This man puts out 3 or 4 videos a day. But he has a huge following on YouTube, but he puts out great content and he puts out good information. Guys, but let me tell you something. Don't just take someone else's word. Don't just take our word. We're just some country boys talking about crypto. We're passionate about this crypto thing. We're passionate about how we feel this can help the working class people, the everyday Americans like us, the everyday people that go to work every single day and pay their taxes and try to do the right things and drive this economy, and yet still we're the one that they take the most from. And so we're just prideful people like that. But don't just take our word, and don't take anybody's word just at face value. Do your research, get the education. But BitBoy came out again last night, and he said he had to change his 2021 prediction for Ethereum. Do you want to know what his new price is for Ethereum by the end of 2021?
End of 2021?
Yeah.
No, man, because it was sitting at $20,000 the other day is what somebody said, 21,000. So what is it now?
Well, I think that was his original. That was his original pick, was $20,000. I want to say that was his original 20,000 or 22,000. That was BitBoy's original pick. Hey, even the Winklevoss boys said 25,000. That's what the Winklevoss boys are. I think that's what they're saying Ethereum. So I'm gonna go through the article and remind me at the article. In the article, I'm gonna tell people what BitBoy knew, just came out, new price prediction for Ethereum. Now, and then we're gonna do the math on if you just put $500 or $1,000 in Ethereum right now today, and what would happen when this thing hit this thing. All right, so Google searches for Ethereum hit all-time high. Not many crypto search terms have come closer to the peaks in spite of the new bull market, but Ethereum is a notable exception. More people are searching for the word Ethereum now than ever before in its history. Google Trends reveals that the number of Google searches currently being performed on Ethereum is at an all-time high, eclipsing search interest during the height of the last ETH bull run in 2017. Ethereum's previous peak in search term popularity was January 13, 2018. That day, the day of ETH's all-time high of $1,432.88. Historically considered a folk metric, a rising Google Analytics interest score for a crypto search term is associated with positive sentiment from that particular coin/project. While it makes sense that search interest of Ethereum would peak during the run-up to a new all-time high, the same can't be said for searches of Bitcoin, which remain at just 65% of its peak in popularity on December 23rd, 2017. And that's fine. And we know that's been around the space because we really understand that retail is not here yet. What's driving the price right now and driving this rise is Wall Street interest, Grayscale, PayPal, Cash App, Microcellular, Ron Paul, all these billionaires and businesses now, and Fidelity Mutual, JP Morgan, all of these guys are buying up Bitcoin. That's what's driving the price. Retail still. Some of our friends, they're looking at $41,000 Bitcoin. We've been telling them about it since 8,000. And have they done anything yet? No. They ain't even bought $20 in Bitcoin yet. Yeah.
Because it's toy money.
Yeah. Well, you keep looking at that toy, because when we cash it, we take the profits. We'll drive by in our toys.
or it's a scam, even though you can use it to transfer back and forth to fiat. So it's just some friends, some family. Hey, I just go far out and say some friends, some families, all of them say the same thing. But at the end of the day,
you ever walk in those nice banks and wonder why they're so nice to you? And why they want to give you to? Because it's a scam.
Yeah.
They want your money.
That's right.
They for the feed you to death. All right. But what we're saying is the reason that Bitcoin is not just at 65% search so far, because retail really isn't here yet. They're not. The everyday person isn't here yet. That said, many more people are searching for Bitcoin rather than Ethereum by a ratio of approximately 5-1. An increase in popularity for various crypto search terms could potentially spawn a self-perpetrating bull run as curious investors make purchases, fueling the price upward, and thus spark more interest, resulting in a greater number of searches. Now, I want to do a math for you guys. Let me go over here to Ethereum. I want to show you guys something about Ethereum. Now, PayPal offer Ethereum, right?
Mm-hmm.
Okay. Now, right now, trading volume. Okay. What's circulating supply of Ethereum? Oh wait, no, let me find it. Where we get the market cap? All right, here we go. Now, Ethereum, I gotta figure out what is the. Let me see something. What is, and maybe you can look it up while I'm talking about it. But Ethereum only has, I think it's 114 billion.
What are you looking for? 114 billion total coins?
Yeah, that's what I think is that it's going to be. Yeah, it's right there. But 114 billion, 168 million. I think that's what it's supposed to be. And they have the infinity sign over here on the other side because of. Let me see. So I'm going to tell you. I'm going to share something with you. How many users? And I'm going to go back over here to this. How many users are there on PayPal? How many people use PayPal?
Yeah, that's interesting. That's interesting numbers that I don't know.
All right, let me Google. Okay,
Users of
see. PayPal. Let's go. PayPal users. Let's look at this. PayPal, and we said some country boys, guys. And we're liable to show everything. Talk about
286 million active users.
Now 286 million active users, and 114 million Ethereum. What does that mean, guys?
Man, that number right there's double. Obviously, PayPal has double the amount of numbers that they have users, and
that means supply. every user on PayPal could not own one Ethereum. You're talking about, so there's the scarcity part right there. Now, and there's other companies that's building on top of Ethereum in DeFi. That is what's driving Ethereum. Is all of the other companies that's building on the Ethereum network, because it is the Ethereum blockchain. Sorry, because it is a transactional. It's a faster, bigger transactional, much quicker than the Bitcoin to do transactions and that kind of thing. So that's where the DeFi space is right now. But even if every PayPal user wanted to have one Ethereum, it's not even possible. And then also Ethereum staking is coming up. So there's a lot of Ethereum that's getting locked up. And so think about that as you think about it. And that means scarcity, and scarcity drives the price. Using Google Trends data, it looks like Ethereum price lags the searches by 1 week. We consider Ethereum price hit a new all-time high between the January 10th and January 16th. Google, so they're saying that Google's going to hit an all-time high next week. I can see that. I mean, it's only about 15% away. I mean, that's not far-fetched. Google Trends also provides data corresponding to relative interest by region. Currently, the nations with the highest interest in Ethereum as a search term are Kosovo, North Macedonia, Slovenia, Nigeria, and China. And guess what? Some people, as people see that, they feel like, wow, missed the Bitcoin train. What's the next best option to them? Ethereum.
Yeah.
And these unless they're Bitcoin Maximus, they're going to get some Ethereum. What are some of these grayscales? PayPal. What's their second best coin? They got Ethereum. Cash App doesn't have Ethereum yet, and that surprises me.
Come on, Jack. Damn, Jack. You gotta get Ethereum.
Go ahead and tweet Jack. Tell Jack we need to tell Jack when is Cardano coming to Cash App.
Yeah, I'm gonna tweet Jack that.
Yeah, that's Jack when Ethereum coming to Cash App. People
tweet
need
Jack
options.
Right now. We'll ask him.
Tell Jack on Twitter. Tell Jack people need options. Hey, you may got Jack direct number or something. You got his direct number. You can text him.
Man,
I know you know some people that know some people.
Man, I got
to
holler at Jack. So,
all right. So, guys, Ethereum is a great coin, and Ethereum's gonna do some great things in this alt run. And there's companies even like Cardano that they call an Ethereum killers, but yet that is not something that's going to happen overnight, right? Remember Nokia?
Mm-hmm.
Remember the height of Nokia phones? You couldn't imagine that anybody would would be able to take Nokia out, right? And we old enough to remember that. How, I mean, everything was Nokia phones. Do anybody have a Nokia phone now?
Man, shit.
So
you might got one. Some of them hoarders might got one put in the damn shoebox somewhere.
So my point is this. Ethereum is on its high right now. So this market is going to get. That doesn't mean that it could change 5-6 years from now. But right now, Ethereum's doing its thing as the number 2 and holding that down in the number 2 spot. So it is a great investment, and this is not financial advice because Ethereum could go to zero, and you could get wrecked. But Ethereum's where it's at now. What BitBoy predicted Ethereum to be for 2021? Drum roll. $32,000 a Ethereum.
Wow.
Now, let's say you put your stimulus check, $600 in Ethereum today at $1,200 Ethereum. That'll give you almost a half of Ethereum. That means by the end of the year, that $600 is $15,000.
Repeat that again. Come on now. I'm over tweeting Jack right now, man. Tell him.
So if you put your stimulus check, $600 right now in Ethereum, that'll give you almost a half of Ethereum.
Wow.
And if it goes to 32,000 by the end of 2021, that's $600 turned into $15,000. What? Are you kidding me?
So what you saying? You saying you just go do some math, work some numbers, and put some of that down?
I might have to go take out a loan from them crooks. I'll pay y'all back in 2022, boy. All cash, straight cash.
So repeat the final number one time again. Repeat it again, so everybody, people that might be driving Facebook, and repeat that number again.
So if you put half your stimulus check, you put your stimulus check, $600 right now, you just put it away in Ethereum and you forget about it. According to BitBoy's prediction of $32,000, you got a little under a half of Ethereum. Mm-hmm. Now, half of 32 is not 15. Half of 32 is a little bit over. But at the end of the year, that $600 that you put away is $15,000. But hey, it gets better. It gets better. What if he's 50% wrong?
Hey, $7,500.
Your $600 is $7,500. Man, get out of here.
Hey, $6,900 profit. I take it all day. Where you get them gains at?
Well, not unless you got that mask on. That is the beauty of this space, though, guys. This is the beauty. You have to be able to see that, guys. You have to be able to see this. You got to be able to see this vividly. And you got to be able to put your money on the line. You got to be able to tell it. And this is not financial advice, but we're just basically dreaming with you and sharing with you that this is possible. How do you know this? Did we know that Bitcoin was going to be $41,000 today? We didn't think that was going to happen in January, but we knew it could happen, and we knew it was going to happen eventually. But guess what? It happened sooner.
We talked about it in March. Yeah. Last year. We talked about the end of the year. The end of the year, we wasn't too far off. We talked about the end of the year. We talked about the first part of 2021, Bitcoin being $50,000 a coin. We talked about that in March. That is recorded. That's on the Coffee and Crypto recording. We talked about it. So obviously, we've done our due diligence, read up. We study the space. We try to stay in tune so we know what we're doing in the space. Like I said, education is the key. It's going to happen, guys. It's happening. Like we said, it ain't financial advice, but you can obviously do the numbers. You can work a calculator and see for yourself.
Yeah. And so it's just crazy, man, that the kind of gain, kind of money that can be, the kind of wealth that can be changed here. This can change people's lives. This can change the working class person's life. What can $6,900 profit do for you? That's that vacation that you want to go to. That's going to Hawaii and taking your family to Hawaii that you probably thought you couldn't do. That's the thing that you didn't have to go to work and work 70 hours a week because you got money working for you. That you can able to enjoy a little bit of your hard work instead of feeling like, man, no matter how hard I work, it seems like I can't get ahead. And that's what it feels like. And we've all been in that situation. And it feels and it tears you down and it wears you down. And it feels like you're on a damn hamster wheel. And a lot of Americans feeling that way this morning. They feel like they're on a hamster wheel.
Yeah.
And Satoshi Nakamoto, when he created Bitcoin, and he saw the end in sight, and that's probably why he realized that I got to disappear, because this is the greatest thing, as we say all the time in this space, and it sounds cliche. We're about to see the greatest transformation of wealth in the history of mankind.
Yep.
And I'll keep saying it because I believe it, because that's what captivated me in 2015. I saw the everyday person. I saw the working class person being able to change their lives, being able to provide financial opportunities for their families, being able to put their money somewhere that works for them, being able to get away from predatory loaners, people that feed working class people to death.
Yeah, and those people,
they take, as you say, the big boys get to negotiate theirs, and we don't.
If those people that are listening out there that really don't understand crypto, that really thinks, still might think it's some kind of wise folk tale or something that's just not true, it's a scam or it's fake. How about going and looking at your 2019 tax filings? There's a question on there that our federal government, the IRS, I want your money, put on there. If it's so fake and you don't believe in it, why in the hell is our government already wanting their tax dollars from it? Red flag. They see the money in it. Now they want it. So that should be an awakening for everybody out there that's not a true believer in cryptocurrency, that think that it's toy money or something like that, because the government ain't toying around with anything when it comes to taxes. So if it's toy money to them, they want their toy money. What does that tell you?
Yep. And there you go. Hey, and maybe we put it on maybe we put on Southeast Staking, do a poll for Jack. Who thinks that Jack needs to add Cardano to Cash App? That'll get our attention. All right, let's do that. I'm gonna do that real fast. That'll draw a lot of attention right there. That'll get it.
One thing about being live, you can go ahead and follow it. You can see, man, sitting there tweeting, talking, reading articles. You get what you get here. One of these days we might see crypto over there dressed up in a suit and tie talking about it.
Yeah. Yeah. Hey, that's exactly right. Let's see. Yes. Booyah. There we go.
There we go.
Nice. So, all right. So let's jump into our last article. All right. Let's jump into our last article. And this was on Cardano. Guggen project from Cardano aims to be released by March 2021. And this is why I'm so bullish on Cardano, but I'm also bullish to the point that I've been telling people, buy it up until, I know I sound a little Swedish there, buy up until March, buy, because when this hits, when Cardano, when the Guggen project releases, and it is a success, I'm telling you, I don't know how high this thing is going to go.
Could be the next number 2 coin. This thing could go up in there with it could overtake Ethereum. Everything's possible with everything that has coming on, because you got to realize this Guggen project, as Mike said the other night on a quick call that we had, that basically Guggen, Charles Hoskin, has learned all of the flaws and learned from the mistakes of the forefathers. And he's learned what's hindering them from moving forward and keeping them going. So basically, he's perfected the system. So he's perfected a system to outrun and perform better. And a great example would be MySpace, Facebook, Instagram. Look at MySpace. Back in the day, it was the place. And now look at Facebook, see where it's at compared to MySpace. So that's what's going on, and that's what has went on with the Guggen project, Cardano, Charles Hoskins. So like I said, I see it personally. I can see it overtaking the number 2 spot of Ethereum with everything that has going on. Gas fees not as high, and when we say gas fees, we're talking about what it costs to move your Ethereum or purchase any coins that are on Ethereum network. It's basically if you was go do a transfer for a bank wire or anything through Western Union, they charge you a $10 fee or something like that. That's what we refer to as gas in the crypto space.
Yeah. That's true. That's true. And the inflation or the gas fees in Ethereum right now is what's kind of slowing some people down. And that's one of the big complaints about Ethereum, if there's any. Great network, great invention, but now we're at the point where we get to learn from it, right? Mm-hmm. And I mean, that's why, as you said, that's why we call it 30 generation blockchain. All right, let's jump right into it. Well, this will be our last article of the day. One project that has been relatively quiet over the past few months is Cardano. This week, however, it seems that the community has something to talk about, as a project has a lineup of numerous development stages designed to take the system to the future. Furthermore, each phase will be punctuated by the development of the revolutionary mainnet, and after the Shelley stage occurs, Guggen is next in line. It now looks like enthusiasts in the Cardano community are now expecting a shorter deadline for delivering deployment of the Guggen mainnet. Whoa, shorter deadline. The development team at Cardano, IOHK, have released a detailed report that looks into the rollout of the system, intended to be launched particularly in March next year. The development of this next phase is going about at the same pace as Shelley was, so the deadline of the March 2021 is an ambitious, want to say at the least. Given the short deadline, Guggen is a very ambitious project, and when you think about how it's meant to be more powerful than Shelley, it is the team being a bit too confident. The normal challenges that Shelley faced, the deadlines being pushed to allow for full development and testing, had a big impact on the launch date of the project. All right, but so I guess they're questioning, okay, whether it's a 1 minute read, whether or not that project could be, whether that project is a little bit overconfident for 2021, March of 2021. But I guess you can see why they would, because this really amps up the Cardano brand or the Cardano name in the community. Because if in fact we're right, in this Guggen Smart project in which he's building comes out in March, this is going to be fire. And if it comes out in March on time, it's going to be huge. Now, if in fact that it is delayed, if they come out and say, well, it is delayed, then you could see a retrace in the funds in March. But then if they come back and release it just much like Shelley in August of 2021, then you get that run up again. But guess what? I almost like the silent killer. You feel me? I almost like that guy that comes up from behind, or the one that just creeping, and all of a sudden you're like, where in the world did this person come from? And so if it happens in August, I don't know that I'm too devastated by it. Does that make sense?
Yeah, I mean, like I said, I mean, he's doing his due diligence. I mean, like you said, the underdog, the guy that's quiet, he's not out here talking about it and broadcast. He's out here working behind the scenes to make it happen. So, yeah, I mean, I won't be too upset because right now it's rack and stack time. And that's what us in this space are doing. And especially those that have the Cardano staking pools like we do here at Southeast Staking, it's time to rack and stack your Cardano and get prepared for when this project is kicked off. So, because we know when this project's kicked off, that the price of Cardano ADA is going to go up. So no, it's actually buying me, you, and the other people in the space a little bit more time to rack and stack it up. So
yeah, and also just allows for that underdog to all of a sudden this it's like the Rocky dun 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 dun, and then what happens? And then it exceeds all of our expectations because this is a big project and it is massive and it takes time.
I'd much rather get it right. I'd much rather take the time and get it right than come out and half butt do it, and the next thing you know you're going backwards. So
and it takes commitment, and it takes it's a lot. And his goal is to have 1 billion users on this project, and this is Cardano smart contracts. What Ethereum does basically with its DeFi space and being able to provide these platforms where dApps, that's decentralized apps, and decentralized finance can build tools on top of. The DeFi industry alone, the DeFi space is alone. The DeFi space market cap by itself, here we go, is $27 billion. There's the market cap right there of the DeFi space. Look at that. It's just crazy. The market space in the DeFi. And leading the way in the DeFi space is Chainlink, which some are predicting to be a $100 coin by the end of the year. So $16 Chainlink is still a deal. I'll say that. Was Young Finance just went up $3,000? Because that was 33, wasn't it?
Yes, that's up. Yeah.
Wrap Bitcoin, 41,000. How many wrap Bitcoin? And so you got to be careful with these two. You got to know what you're talking about. Oh man, okay, man, it's just this is crazy. Now, I'm not in the DeFi space much. I'll be honest. I'm not in the DeFi space really at all. When I say in the DeFi space, I mean gaining yield, getting a part of the benefits of the DeFi space, the decentralized finance space, and not only just that, some of the liquidity that they offer, loaning out your crypto and borrowing crypto and all that kind of stuff that they provide in the crypto space. It's a lot going on, boy. It's fast in the DeFi space. You better understand what you're doing.
Was it Kyber Network at?
Kyber Network. Yeah, Kyber Network. Kyber Network is kind of falling behind a little bit. They're down here at $22, $118. Ox up there. I like the Ox better than that, but I used to own some Kyber. I don't have a bag of Kyber anymore. I'm a big fan of synthetic network token. This one right here, and it's up 1.3%, 69% in the last 7 days. I do own a bag of synthetic. I'm a big fan of that one. Get your hands on that. Synthetic network is on Coinbase. That is not financial advice because it can go to zero and it can go to the moon, and you could get wrecked. If you get wrecked, don't say Willie Fells. Don't say Southeast Staking got me wrecked. No, you got wrecked. I'm just straight up telling you. Don't come telling me that I wrecked you. All right. So with that being said, Cardano's up to 31 cents. It's flying. It's moving. It's moving. So with that being said, man, it's been an awesome day. Man, it is exciting out there. A lot of people, man, it's hard to get sleep right now. It's just crazy. We are excited, we're fired up. We up early. We up late. So we may come back Sunday. I don't know. We may be able to make an appearance tomorrow. We'll have to see what we make an appearance tomorrow. But usually we take the weekends off. but we'll see, man. It's exciting time right now, man. I
We
don't
hit
know.
if we hit that 4-5, we hit that 4-5, we'll make an appearance.
Hey, there you go. All right.
You know, if I'm Mr. Fells, you know, I'm looking right now. He said call 43. We ain't too far off from it right now. You less than $1,200 away from the $43,000 Bitcoin, which last year this time was $8,000. Damn, look at that toy money go.
Better get you some.
You better get you some. Hey, and guys, follow and like our YouTube page, Southeast Staking, Coffee Crypto. Like I said, follow and like it, smash it, share it. We come on here 5 days a week. We generally have 2 mornings, Monday and Friday mornings, 9 a.m. Tuesday and Wednesday, we're doing the 9 p.m. for the people that just can't tune in the morning time. But first and foremost, let you guys know we do have an active staking pool that you can find under the ticker of SES, Southeast Staking. Your money's not coming to us. It's staying in your wallet. You're actually getting rewards, and you're actually getting 4 to 6% APY. That's more than any of your banks out here are giving and paying. So let your money go to work for you. The money stand in your possession, in your pocket. You have an option to, if you need it, you can take it right back out. It's on your phone, on your mobile device, or on your computer. So if you have any questions about that, you know, hit myself or Willie up, message us on Facebook, leave a message, drop a line. We'll contact you, get back with you. Like I said, or you can go to southeaststaking.io and check out the page and go from there. On Facebook, I'm the Django Witherow, and you got the man himself on Facebook, Willie Fells. So once again, we're out. Have a safe day. Have a great weekend. We appreciate you joining us and being on here with us. Peace.